Hello, Tan. Good evening. Okay. I can see your video. Can you hear me? Okay, there you are. I can see you now. Okay, but I can't hear you. All right. So how are you today? Are you busy? Oh, your audio is a little bit low. Oh, by the way, can you hear me? Okay, so try to check because tonight we will have cat listening. So we will have listening skills tonight. So it is very important that you're gonna hear the audio. All right. Okay, just for a while, I'll check something if I share my audio. It means my sound. Okay, there you are. Okay, so for tonight, we will have listening skills and we have 5 part of listening skills. So are you ready for that? Okay. Are you ready? Okay, there you are, but I can't really hear you. Okay, so this time for the test 1 listening, I want you to listen properly here. Okay, before that, here are some vocabulary words. The first one is chemist. Okay, chemist. Chemist, drugstore, pharmacy. As you can see here, oh, sorry, 245. Okay, when you say chemist, okay, you know what a chemist can do? Yes, can. You know what a chemist can do? Chemist. Chemist is a person in chemistry or a person engaged in chemical research or experiments. And I guess there's no chemist here. Okay, those who gonna do a lot of experiments, those are chemist. Okay. Another one is drugstore. Okay, so when you say a drugstore, okay, it is where you can buy medicines like that. Okay, you see that one? It is where you can buy medicines. Yes. Or it could be another term is pharmacy. Okay, pharmacy also, it's almost quite similar with this. All right. And next one, driving school. Okay, driving school is, as you can see here, okay, those who will be the driver and drive the school bus, driving school. So he is a licensed driver who will drive in school. Okay. Next one is department store. When you say department store, you can buy a lot of things, food in the department store. Oh, not food, department, so just things, clothes or any materials that you need. So that is department store. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, how will you read the next one? Okay, garage. Okay. You know what is a garage? Okay. What is inside a garage or what is the use of a garage? You know what is that? Okay. What do you think a garage is? Or what can you see in a garage? Okay, a garage is, what again? I can't really hear you. Okay, I'll just wait until you're gonna settle down there. Okay, so a garage. Okay, this one is an example of a garage. So what can you see in there? Yes, Ken, what you can see in the garage? Oh, you can see different cars or any vehicle that you have, you're gonna put in a garage. Okay, there are also equipments if you're gonna refer something. So you can see that in the garage. Next one is airport. So this one, you can see that plane that will land and take off. Okay, so those are some vocabulary words for tonight. Do you have any question about those words here? Okay, any question? Okay, so let's go to the listening part 1. Since you don't have question for the vocabulary. Okay, for part 1, I want you to listen, okay? You will hear 5 short conversations and you will hear each conversation twice, and there is one question for each conversation. So you need to think under the right answer. Okay? So I'm gonna play the audio now. Okay, Ken? So try to listen
Now
very
we're ready
well.
to start.
Okay, can you hear that? Okay, try to check if you can hear. Okay.
Look at question 1.
Just try to think the best answer.
1. What will they eat for dinner this evening? What do you want for dinner this evening, Maria? We could have pizza or chicken.
What about fish? I had a pizza last night.
Okay, that's easy to cook.
Good.
Now listen again. What do you want for dinner this evening, Maria? We could have pizza or chicken.
What about fish? I had a pizza last night.
Okay, that's easy to cook.
Good.
Two. What time is it?
Have you got the right time? I think my watch is wrong.
It's 2:30.
My watch says 20 past.
Well, it's 10 minutes slow then. Now listen again.
Have you got the right time? I think my watch is wrong.
It's 2:30.
My watch says 20 past.
Well, it's 10 minutes slow then. Three. What's Michelle going to read?
Can I read your newspaper, Michelle?
Didn't you bring a book with you?
Yes, but it's not very interesting.
Oh, here you are. I'll read this letter from John.
Now listen again.
Can I read your newspaper, Michelle?
Didn't you bring a book with you?
Yes, but it's not very interesting.
Oh, here you are. I'll read this letter from John.
Four. How much did the tickets cost?
Oh, hi. Did you have a good time at the theater last night?
Well, the play was excellent, but the tickets cost $90 each.
That's not too bad if the play was good.
No, perhaps you're right.
Now listen again.
Oh, hi. Did you have a good time at the theater last night?
Well, the play was excellent, but the tickets cost $90 each.
That's not too bad if the play was good.
No, perhaps you're right.
Thank you.
5. Where is the chemist's?
Excuse me, can you tell me where the chemist's is, please?
Just a moment. Oh, yes. It's past the post office, next to a big supermarket.
Is it far from here?
No, just 2 minutes walk.
Okay, you already have your answer.
Now listen again.
Here. Okay. So you already have your answer. So that's your final answer, Ken? Oh, I can see your video and I can't hear you too. Okay, so I can see your video. All right, so let's try to check your answer. Oh, how about, okay, so the first one there is, what will they eat for dinner this evening? That is, your answer is, what is it? That is okay, how about, can you tell me your answer? Okay, what will they eat for dinner this evening? Okay, that is fish. Okay, good job. And what time is it? Okay, your answer there is 2:30 or 2:30. That's great. And what is Michelle going to read? She wants to read the second one. Okay, she wants to read that. And how much did the tickets cost? Okay, an average ticket, it cost $90 each. Okay, very good. You got it right. And where is the chemist? Okay, can you describe where is the chemist? Okay, can you tell me where is the chemist there? Where can you see the chemist? Okay, it is next to the supermarket. All right, so your check for 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, for this part 1, you got 4 out of 5. Okay, again, for number 3, Michelle wants to read this one. Okay? Do you have any question about the part 1, Ken? No question? Oh, why? Is your audio not good? I mean, will not function well? Okay, just a little bit low. I don't know. Okay, let's go to part 2. So for the part 2, I want you to listen again about Kate is telling Emma about her family. So where is each person going today? So for questions 6 to 10, you will just need to write a letter from A to H next to each person, and you hear the conversation twice. All right? Okay, so teacher will play now the audio for you. Okay. I
Now
hope
look at
you can
part
hear
2.
that.
Listen to Kate telling Emma about her family. Where is each person going today? For questions 6 to 10, write a letter, A to H, next to each person. You will hear the conversation twice.
Hi, Kate. What about a game of tennis sometime?
I'd like to, Emma, but not today. I'm really busy.
What are you doing?
Sam's got toothache, so I'm going to take him to the dentist this morning.
Oh, dear.
And then Mother's going to the hairdresser this afternoon, and I said I would drive her home afterwards. Then, after school, Tanya wants me to help her buy some new shoes. She doesn't like shopping alone.
My daughter doesn't either. You're going to the concert this evening, aren't you?
I'm afraid not. But Len loves classical music, so he'll go.
Oh, good. By the way, has Tom started driving yet?
He's having his first lesson today. He's going to the driving school at lunchtime. He's really excited about it.
I'm sure he is. How's your father? Does he still play golf?
No, not anymore. But he's started learning Spanish. Actually, he's got a class this evening.
Good for him. Well, perhaps we can go to the tennis club tomorrow.
Yes, okay. Now listen again.
Hi, Kate. What about a game of tennis sometime?
I'd like to, Emma, but not today. I'm really busy.
What are you doing?
Sam's got toothache, so I'm going to take him to the dentist this morning.
Oh, dear.
And then Mother's going to the hairdresser this afternoon, and I said I would drive her home afterwards. Then, after school, Tanya wants me to help her buy some new shoes. She doesn't like shopping alone.
My daughter doesn't either. You're going to the concert this evening, aren't you?
I'm afraid not. But Len loves classical music, so he'll go.
Oh, good. By the way, has Tom started driving yet?
He's having his first lesson today. He's going to the driving school at lunchtime. He's really excited about it.
I'm sure he is. How's your father? Does he still play golf?
No, not anymore. But he's started learning Spanish. Actually, he's got a class this evening.
Good for him. Well, perhaps we can go to the tennis club tomorrow.
Yes, okay.
All right, so that is the conversation, okay, for between Kate and Emma telling about her family. Okay, this time, let's know the places where those people went. Okay, so we're gonna talk first about Kate's mother. So Kate's mother went to, what place is that? Okay, your answer there is E, that is hairdressers. Okay, hairdressers, correct. Next one is for Tanya. How about Tanya? Where did she went? Okay, Tanya went to. Okay, what do you think? Tanya is, okay, she went to the, okay, yes, and maybe your audio will function now. So where did she went? Tanya went to? Okay. Oh, Tanya went to the shops. All right, so she went to the shop. For Len, your answer is concert. Okay, not for number 9, Tom went to the dentist. Is it the dentist? Okay, let me see for a while. Oh, for Tom, he went to the driving school, and Kate's father went to the Spanish class. Okay, so this one is driving school, and for Kate's father, that is Spanish class. All right, so Kate's mother, that's correct. Tanya, correct, and Len is for concert, that's correct. Again, Tom and Kate's father, Tom is driving school, and Kate's father is in the Spanish class. Okay, Ken? All right, so no question for that? Okay, let's so in here for the part 2, you get 3 out of 5. Okay, since you don't have any question, let's go to the part 3. Okay, for the part 3 here, listen to a woman talking to a policeman. So you need to tick A, B, or C, and you will hear the conversation twice too. Just need to answer it correctly. So that is 11 to 15. Okay. I play the audio now.
Now look at part 3.
That is part 3.
Listen to a woman talking to a policeman. For questions 11 to 15, tick A, B, or C. You will hear the conversation twice. Look at questions 11 to 15 now. You have 20 seconds.
B.
Now listen to the conversation.
Good morning, madam. Can I help you?
Yes, I've lost my bag.
Oh, I am sorry. Now, where did you lose it?
In the town centre. I had it when I got off the bus.
Was there much money in the bag?
No, there wasn't. I usually have 40 or 50 pounds in it, but today I think there was only about 20.
What else was in the bag?
Just my gloves. I left my credit card and driving licence at home.
Was the bag expensive?
No, it was an old one. It wasn't big enough, really.
Now, what time did you lose it?
Well, I left home about 9:30, and the bus takes half an hour, so I lost it about 10 o'clock.
Right. Well, I'll phone you tomorrow to tell you if we find it. Are you at home in the afternoon?
Sorry, I'm going out until the evening. Could you phone before 10 in the morning?
Certainly. I'll call then. Now, what's your number?
It's 036 2...
Now listen again.
Good morning, madam. Can I help you?
Yes, I've lost my bag.
Oh, I am sorry. Now, where did you lose it?
In the town centre. I had it when I got off the bus.
Was there much money in the bag?
No, there wasn't. I usually have 40 or 50 pounds in it, but today I think there was only about 20.
What else was in the bag?
Just my gloves. I left my credit card and driving licence at home.
Was the bag expensive?
No, it was an old one. It wasn't big enough, really.
Now, what time did you lose it?
Well, I left home about 9:30, and the bus takes half an hour, so I lost it about 10 o'clock.
Right. Well, I'll phone you tomorrow to tell you if we find it. Are you at home in the afternoon?
Sorry, I'm going out until the evening. Could you phone before 10 in the morning?
Certainly. I'll call then. Now, what's your number?
It's 036
Okay, so here we go. So how much money was in the bag? So how much money is that? That is, okay, your
This is
answer.
the end of part 3.
Okay, that is part 3. So how much money was in the bag? Okay, that is your answer. There is 20 pounds. Okay, that's correct. Okay, very good. Next one, what else was in the bag? So, okay, the correct answer there is gloves. Okay, you got it right. And the bag was, okay, is it old, expensive, or big? So that is old. And what time did the woman lose the bag? That is at 10 a.m. All right, your check for that. Number 15, the policeman will telephone her in the morning. Okay, wow, very good. So you got perfect for that. Okay, that's good job. So you're listening well. At the same time, you answer the questions, the follow-up question afterwards. Very well. Okay, you got perfect for that. Okay, no questions, I guess. So let's proceed to the next one, the part 4. Okay, so you will hear for the part 4, 16 to 20, you will hear a man speaking on the telephone. Okay, you will hear a man speaking on the telephone. By the way, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? You will hear a man speaking on the telephone, and he wants to speak to Miss Dixon, but she is not there. So I want you to listen and complete questions 16 to 20. You just need to write the correct answer for and every blanks. Okay? So here we go.
Now look at part 4.
Okay. Okay. All right, it's okay. We'll just continue it next time. And please, can you try to fix your audio for the next time? Okay, so we can have speaking next time. So I need you to speak. Okay? Try to fix your audio because I cannot really hear you. Okay, Can? So, all right. So I guess that will be all for tonight and see ya next time. Okay? Okay, bye-bye. See ya.